Our next guest was selected in the 7th round by the Vegas Golden Knights in the 2022 NHL entry draft. We've had him on the pod before. Last time we had him on, he had just finished his second year at North Dakota University. Now, at the end of his third year, he played 4 games in the NHL with the Calgary Flames after being acquired in the Rasmus Andersson trade. We're extremely excited to welcome on one of our good buddies, Abram Wiebe. Abram, awesome to have you, buddy. How are you?
Yeah, thanks for having me back. It's great to be back.
Yeah, you barely made the cut, pal.
Yeah, one of the only guys we've ever had on twice, but obviously for a pretty good reason. I mean, you had an incredible start to your college career, but what an insane, just I don't even know what to call it. What a whirlwind of a year for you since we've last had you on. So many incredible experiences have happened. I don't really know where we should start from. Should we just kind of pick up off where since we last talked to him?
That's what I was gonna say. Pick up where we left off. Like, I mean, did you play? You were going into your last year at Nodak.
I was going into my junior season. Yeah.
So that's like, you knew you were probably gonna be off camera. You kind of knew that you kind of had a feeling that you were gonna go to pro after that year. But
the plan was if I had a good season, it was probably most likely going to be my last year there.
Mm-hmm. So then kind of take us through, like, I guess that summer and that whole year, like how that developed, into getting traded in the NHL, having your rights moved, like without even signing a contract. So, I mean, everything that went into that. And then I guess start out with the year at North Dakota.
Yeah, just start out with your mindset going into that year and just how the season kind of began. And then we'll go through all like the major, because you had like 3 or 4 major events this year. And we want to go into detail. So just give us kind of your prep.
Yeah. Obviously the last time I talked to you guys, end of sophomore year. And then I remember talking with that big coaching change we had. Kind of going from Bradbury to Dane Jackson and all that happened there with my opportunity of maybe signing with Vegas and going to play in the AHL or with that opportunity of coming back with a new coach with a lot of uncertainty with how the team was going to be and everything like that. And ultimately I chose that decision to go back to Nodak, and obviously turned out to be a great decision for me. Obviously had a really good team this year, obviously losing in the Frozen Four against Wisconsin. But yeah, summer obviously just kind of took it really serious. Just tried to push myself every single day to kind of be the best version of myself and get better in all aspects of my game. And obviously heading into my junior year, kind of taking on more of that leadership role and things like that. We had a really young team. I think we had 16 new guys and we had a lot of young guys. Obviously, you think of Will Zellers and Reshny and Verhoff and guys like that who are young, very young, just coming out of high school, and a lot to learn, especially at that game. But I think it's cool to, kind of be an upperclassman and kind of see how, you've gone through it before yourself, and then watching them go through the ups and downs and the grinds of the first half, and then watching them excel too, coming in and having a huge impact. And I think that was also a huge part of my success was, I was on a good team with a lot of good players that helped me out. It's pretty easy to, get points in the power play when you're passing it to things like that, or Zellers.
Did you notice a big difference with the rule change? That's something I want to kind of
the overall level of play.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I think, when it first came out, we had those 2 big signings Reshny and Verhoff.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I think they were kind of the first 2 big names to officially commit to a big school.
Yeah.
And I think everyone was kind of shocked by that guys were going to, make that jump. And I think a lot of agents and advisors kind of recommend that now to kind of challenge yourself. And I think the league is it's getting so much better. You think of a couple years ago, you got freshmen coming in, they're all coming from the BCHL, ton from the USHL. quite a bit from the AJ, but now it's like freshmen are coming now from the USHL and the dub. Like it's a big difference now. Like it's like the landscape has completely changed. It's crazy. And then you got like freshmen coming in that are making like impacts now. Like you have all these, top end guys like we had come in this year and who were first liners, second liners, running power plays and things like that, and having a huge impact on our success. So like for my thought, like the game was faster, and then a lot more skill with those young guys coming in from the dub. That was kind of my biggest takeaway from it. And yeah, I mean, college is probably the best it's ever been, and it's going to continue to grow, which is exciting. It's exciting for college. But yeah, that's kind of my take on that. And then my season was, I had a great year. It started off really well. Just my main goal was just to be consistent and just trying to like have an impact every single night, whether it's, on the power play or on the penalty kill or, blocking a shot, or I think just being like a player that the coaches could rely on in any situation. And I took that seriously. And yeah, it was like just a great year, both like personally and as a team. And everyone just kind of really gelled together. And I think we worked really well with each other. And then ultimately like Christmas time came along, which is kind of when all the crazy stuff started happening. And sitting in my bed one day, get a call from my advisor in Vegas. And then he tells me, he like just opens up the phone call and he's like, this is gonna be a tough call. And I'm like, no way. Like, did I just get traded? Like, he goes like, you've been traded to the Flames in the Rasmus Andersson deal. And at first you're like kind of like shocked and things like that. And also like sad because you kind of worked, I've been with Vegas for like 4.5 years. So I kind of built like a really good relationship with my player development guys and things like that. And so I was able to kind of call them and talk to them and kind of just thank them for everything that they've done for me. And but overall, like I was pretty excited, like just like a new opportunity. You're going to a team that's young, very young, and then just a ton of opportunity where you could potentially see yourself maybe getting a game or something like that. Joe, you had something to say?
I was going to say a huge scenery change when it comes to like one of the top. I mean, not to say that Calgary was terrible, but like for one of the top teams where it's going to be like a couple of years before you can make the show, and then you jump to playing 4 games in the show this year. So it's like, I don't know.
Yeah. I know it was, crazy. I mean, just a completely different scenery of teams that I was traded to. And but my thought on it was like that's awesome. I get to be a part of a team that's kind of in a rebuild right now. So there's opportunity for me to, kind of prove myself, play well, and potentially get a shot of playing in the NHL. And then, I think obviously super exciting. And then to also just be like, I was a part of a trade where like a team wanted me, like they wanted me part of that trade was also pretty cool. Looking at it that way, where they kind of wanted you as a piece of part of that trade was super cool to see and everything like that. So there was a lot of positives that went into that. And then obviously getting to work with people, I get to kind of work with a couple guys like Brent Seabrook I get to work with in Calgary, which is pretty cool. Like a guy that's
so sick.
Kind of like grew up watching and everything like that. And then next thing you know, like he's kind of working with you on the side as your player development. And it's so cool to see. And they got a really great staff, Calgary, and everything like that. They're very active kind of in your life and making sure that you're doing the right things and just trying to make you succeed in whatever you do.
Yeah.
And then, after that all happened, I think this was kind of around Christmas break. I got a call from Godowski, Penn State's coach, and then they invited me to the Spengler Cup. So that also happened. So then go home for Christmas, went to Davos.
Yeah. How does it feel to get a call for the US collegiate all-star team, and you're donning the red, white, and blue colors?
I'll tell you, it was a little weird coming out for warm-ups and playing Team Canada.
I can imagine.
It didn't feel right. Like, and then you got like James Reimer in that. It was so cool. Like,
you guys did incredible too.
Yeah, I know. It was such a cool experience. Like, it was unreal. The fans were crazy, like sold out every single night. And, you're playing against guys that like have played how many years in the NHL, and now they're just playing overseas. So you got to play against a lot of like top end talent. And then, yeah, like we kind of just went into it with no pressure and just kind of just played as hard as we could, and ended up losing in the finals to the host team, Davos. And yeah, I mean, it was such a cool experience. Davos is an unreal spot, the mountains and everything, and Christmas time, the snow, just everything about it was an experience of a lifetime.
Was the arena as incredible as people make it out to be? Like, was it, besides the atmosphere of the arena itself, because it's such an iconic rink?
It is so cool. Like, you walk in there and it's not like just like your traditional rink with a bowl or anything like that. Like it's hard to explain. Like, you'd have to be there to look at it. Yeah. It's all wood. It's like, it's so cool. And then obviously then you jam pack it with European fans, and it's just a whole nother level.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I know. It was awesome. And then
that was so
cool.
So
obviously wasn't able to go home for Christmas. And then came home. So I think I'm trying to think of the dates here, but I think it was like December 31st, January 1st, or whatever, we were flying back. So this was after we lost. We got a call from like our head coach in Davos, and he goes, "Okay, we need you for next series." And we play like the next day. I'm like, oh no, like we're playing, we got 2 games against Mercyhurst at home, and me and Livanovich are both at the Spengler Cup, and then we have like 3 other defensemen that are gone at the World Juniors. So we're like really low, low on defensemen. And me and Livanovich like hop on a train to Zurich for 2 hours. Then we stay the night in the hotel, get up at 3 a.m. So like we slept for 3 hours. Then we fly like 9.5 hours back home. Then we flew to, I believe, Minneapolis. We arrived in Minneapolis like 3 p.m. Drive back home. We get home. I get home to like Forks at 8:30 maybe. Go to the rink, unpack my gear, and then go to bed, and then wake up and it's game day. And oh man, it did not feel good. Like just
yeah.
Oh,
dude, I'm thinking, what are you doing? What do you do for like your classes? Like,
for my classes?
Yeah, are you like taking classes at the? Well, it's Christmas break, I guess, but
yeah, Christmas break. I was lucky; we had no classes, but that would have been bad if I had stuff going on.
I know, if you had like Canvas notifications going through, like it'd be ridiculous.
But I know it was awful. Like I showed up Friday night to Mercyhurst, and it was like technically like 3 a.m. our time, and I was just so tired and fatigued, and the legs were heavy that night, but we got through it. And then from there, I personally, like, I had a really strong second half of the year.
No kidding.
Yeah, just really like kind of like found my game, and I think confidence wise too, kind of just taking chances that I usually just didn't take, and just trying to be like a difference maker in all areas of the game. And as a team too, I mean, we got hot in the second half of the year. Kind of everyone was clicking, and we were winning at the right time. And then kind of hit playoffs, played Merrimack and Quinnipiac in the first round of playoffs, and played very well both games, and then Frozen Four, and then ended up losing. And that's kind of when the world would happen, because like obviously super sad. Like you spend 3 years at North Dakota, spending every single day with the guys, 8 hours a day with the guys. And and then your season ends, and just like that, college hockey's over. So many emotions.
You knew going into that game in the Frozen Four that was going to be your last game for Nodak, or what?
If you lost,
I was told before.
If you lost, sorry.
Yeah, so I knew. Yeah, like, I was told like I would be signing, and then kind of depending on how we would do, this is when I would play and things like that. And that was hard. Like, it's hard to like have that in the back of your head.
Oh yeah.
And like push that aside and focus on like the game against Wisconsin. Like, it's so, that was tough. But then, and then you lose, and then, it's hard because, your season just ended. Now you're done. So like now you're thanking the coaches for everything that they've done and things like that, and spending kind of your last hours with the guys that you've, been friends with for so long and played with for 3 years. And then I come back to the hotel, and Calgary's there. And I basically run up into my room and like put on a collared shirt and stuff and shower quickly. And then I come downstairs, go into a room, and I sign my contract. And the only people there, my girlfriend and her family were there. So they were there with me for that. And then they just said, like, you're flying out the next morning. So they kind of took my, I was like, man, like what a whirlwind. Like,
yeah, dude, that's nuts.
Yeah. Ending your college career to like signing and them telling you
the biggest deal of your life, pretty much.
Yeah. So it was so cool. And then the next day I woke up, said goodbye to the boys. They all got on the bus. Then I kind of a couple hours to spare. So just answering like a lot of text messages and stuff to family when the news got out. And hopped on a plane from Vegas and went all the way to Seattle. I arrived in Seattle at like 4:00. And then got there, and then first guy I met was Zach Whitecloud. He was at the hotel, and he said he was going out to dinner with some of the guys. So I tagged along, and it was so weird. Like 24 hours, I just lost a game against Wisconsin. 24 hours later, I'm at a dinner table with the Flames eating dinner. Like, it was just like so weird.
Where'd you guys go? You remember?
We went to a place called the Pink Door in Seattle.
I feel like I've heard of that place.
Yeah. Really good.
Did you grab the bill or what?
No.
Dude. Hey, before we go further in the NHL, I got a couple quick questions to ask more about the college stuff before we jump in, because like I'm sure we're both gonna have quite a few questions about your time in the NHL, even though it was only for a couple weeks so far. But I just wanted to ask, how funny was it going head to head with Matty Campbell on Merrimack, like in that game after, you know, we had him on the pod too, and he kind of mentioned your unspoken rivalry behind the scenes. Like, so I just wanted to ask how funny that was.
Oh, I know. I feel like our paths always cross no matter where we are.
Yeah.
It's
Watch
so funny.
Like, for the Canucks now and just be like a rival.
I know. Like, I've played against him so much against Coquitlam, and the next thing you know, I'm playing him again. So that was cool to see him and everything like that. And then obviously I see him a ton skating out in Burnaby too. So
yeah,
I can't really get rid of this guy.
That's funny.
And then I have to ask about the whole Frozen Four experience. Obviously, your first 2 years in North Dakota, probably from a team perspective, didn't go as well as you wanted it to. So you guys finally get all the way to the Frozen Four, and just what an incredible experience that must have been. Just the whole vibe about it and everything going on.
Yeah, it was so cool. I mean, especially Vegas, like what a spot to hold it. And I mean, so many people. I remember coming out for warmups against Wisconsin, and I mean, it's just a sold out, like 18,000 people, like just craziness. And just such a cool atmosphere. I mean, all the fans that we had come down. I mean, you think of all the teams there, and they were all the top teams colleges kind of ever had, with Denver, Michigan, and Wisconsin. It was kind of all the blue bloods of college hockey, which was pretty
Nodak's
cool.
Up there, dude. Nodak's definitely
there. I think he's counting it.
Yeah. Okay, I thought you were downgrading yourselves. I was like, you guys are like, that's like the four pillars of college hockey, pretty much.
Yeah. So it was like 4 teams that all their fans travel well. So it was like, it was so cool to kind of see that and see the atmosphere when we got there and things like that. Like walking off the bus on the red carpet into the rink and thousands of fans cheering. Like, it was so cool. Obviously didn't, end how we wanted it to, but it was such a cool experience.
Yeah, I can imagine. Pretty funny that you ended up signing your first NHL contract in Vegas with a different team as well. It's just something like I kind of remember.
I know.
That's hilarious.
I would never have thought that ever.
Yeah. Okay, Joe, anything else? Are we going to get back into this dinner and his NHL breakthrough? Anything we missed?
If I think of anything, I'll let you know, but I don't think not off the top of my head here.
Okay, so who's at this dinner? Like, how are the guys treating you? Like, when you're first meeting them, like that must have just, like you said, that's really when the whirlwind started, and you're also like probably having in your head you're playing your first NHL game the next day. Like,
I know, yeah, like it was so weird. Like, obviously, like you meet Zach Whitecloud, and then you're going to dinner 10 minutes later, and there was I think 8 to 12 of us that were there, and the guys were all great. Like really nice guys. yeah, and kind of just chatted with them for a bit. I sat with like Hunter Brustevich, who's on the Flames, and Tyson Gross, who was from St. Cloud, and things like that. And then Victor Olofsson, Huberto, and then White Cloud, like I said, and stuff like that. So it was like so weird. Like,
that's crazy.
You kind of just grow up like watching these guys on TV, and then you're eating dinner with them. Like it's just cool. I don't know. Yeah, I know, it's so cool. I mean, it's something that you kind of dream of, and then it becomes reality, which was just an absolute whirlwind. So, and then from there, kind of went back to the hotel, went to bed. And then it was game day the next day. So we played at 4:00 in Seattle. And then woke up the next morning, had some meetings with everyone like that, with the coaches, met the coaches and training staff and everything like that. And there was no morning skate or anything, so I didn't touch the ice or anything. So probably not ideal. New gear and everything like that, it's probably not great.
Yeah, brand new glove. Yeah, are you picky with your gloves? Like brand new gloves, are they too stiff for you or what?
I don't like new gloves. And the worst part is, I think there was like a little mix up between like our trainer or something like that. So they sent like the wrong glove. So it was like the CCM like Tax or Jet Speed. One of the wrong gloves got sent. So I actually had different gloves than what I wore at Nodak. And that just
oh no.
But yeah, I know. I remember just trying to nap that game. Like we went down for a pregame nap. I just could not nap. Like I was just sitting there just waiting for time to pass. Like it's time to get to the rink and get this game going. And then I get to the rink, and that was kind of like when I first like realized like, man, like I'm playing in the NHL tonight. Like you kind of go through those meetings and everything like that. But then I walk through the room and like my jersey's hanging there, like a Calgary Flames jersey is like in my stall. And I'm like, man alive, like this, like it's happening. And I remember just like getting all my stuff ready, pants, helmet, gloves, taping my sticks. And then kind of warming up and kind of getting ready for warmups and things like that. And then I'm starting thinking like, okay, like I can't fall. Like I don't care what happens.
Funny.
Yeah.
I remember like I was missing out on this, by the way. Like I was probably the only person ever to miss this game.
I felt one of the coolest days of my life, dude. It was so incredible.
Really, like, your family texted me to come out. I forget who reached out, and I was like, I looked at the flight, and it was like $1,000, and I was like, no.
I know it. I mean, talk about like just perfect timing for everything. Like who would have thought like the game would be like the second closest NHL team to where my family's from. So it was so cool that everyone could come out. And I mean, I remember coming out for warm-ups. I mean, I just remember sitting in the locker room counting down the clock, like, let's go. Like it's time to get out there and get this rookie lap over with. And and then I kind of go out into the lobby, kind of where we're about to go out, and Ryan Strom's like, oh, like don't fall, like you just got to hit the net. Like man, like I better not. And now I'm like overthinking it, and then it's like time to go. So like start running out there, and then the first thing I see is like 60 people behind the glass, like just like I don't know. It was so cool to see how many people kind of have followed my journey and have supported me throughout the way. Like it was so cool. You think of like Owen and Greece coming, and like your parents, and I mean my billet parents and Chilliwack, and just all my family and extended family and friends and family throughout the way. It was so cool. The people that kind of gave up their time to come down and watch me play, it was so cool to see that and everything like that. And and then from there, just kind of just took it all in, warm-ups and everything like that in the game. Like it was so weird, like standing on the bench for the anthem, and then the coach telling me, okay, like you're up next for the shift once the game started. Like all those like small moments I'll always remember. I don't know why I assumed that they would start you, but I know
a lot of pressure.
That's a lot of pressure. And then not too long after, I took a penalty. Owen said you were pissed. You looked like really pissed. trying to remember what happened there. I think I got like a hooking or maybe an interference call.
Yeah, it was a hook, hold, interference, something like
I think
that.
it was kind of like a change. Hopped out there, and Jared McCann was like skating straight down, and I kind of got in his way. And then, next thing you know, you're in the box.
Yeah,
I needed to get on
the score sheet. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Was there anyone giving you any I don't know, tips or advice, or just like, hey kid, take it all in, like don't, chill out, like it's gonna be fine, or were guys kind of just letting you keep to yourself, knowing, well, I don't know, you might not want to bother a guy knowing like he's probably got a million things going through his head?
No, I think a lot of them were kind of just let him be, but I sat with like Zach Whitecloud in the room, and he just said like enjoy it, and I mean you only get one first NHL game, so you just got to enjoy it and have fun. And that's just what I did. I just tried to make the most of it, no matter what happened out there. And then after the game, it was awesome that I kind of had time to grab some pucks and things like that and go see everyone. I didn't think everyone was going to stay, and then I came out after the game, and everyone was standing there, and it was so cool that we were able to get a photo and everything like that. Kind of remember that moment. So it was just such a cool night.
And then you have to rush out of there right away and hop on a plane because you got another game the next day. So just how, again, like, so you're now getting to travel with the team for the first time, like you're hopping on the plane with the boys, you got another game coming up. So just what's your mindset? You just finished your first game, and now you're getting ready for the next one right away. Like,
and then we played the next night. I'm trying to think who we played. We played, I want to say it was Utah. We played
that sounds right. And then Colorado after that.
And then we played Colorado. But hopped on like their plane, flew back, which was pretty cool. We landed around midnight Calgary time. And then I kind of got to bed. Woke up the next morning, and then it's like same thing again, like because it was a back-to-back. There was no morning skate or anything.
Get your gloves in?
Pardon?
They get your gloves in at least, or no? You're still rocking the wrong gloves.
No, I switched those.
At least they got that sorted.
Yeah. And then now it was just kind of like, kind of getting ready for my second NHL game. And then just trying to just learn. I mean, the game was just a lot faster and stronger. So I mean, just the adjustment to the game. And I just thought like the more I played, the more shifts I had, the more I adjusted to it. And I think my third game was probably my best game against Colorado. I think I played like 14, 15 minutes that night. And
you played incredible that game. It was so fun to watch.
Yeah, it was. And I mean, I remember coming out for warm-ups that night or that game, and like a shot on net, and I turn around and I see like Nathan McKinnon turn in the corner. I'm like, oh boy, like that's whole like I'm not out there. And I remember like the defense coach like came up to me and he's like, okay, like we're gonna like try to not have that line against you tonight. They're try to have like the third and fourth line. They're gonna try to like pair me with the third and fourth line, who's ever out there. So I'm like, okay. And I think the line I played a lot against that night was like Landeskog and Nichushkin and I think Nick Waugh.
Big boys.
The line I played a lot against.
Big boys.
That was a big line. But I remember the first shift, he goes, okay, we're trying not to get you out there against McKinnon and stuff. And he goes, okay, you're up. Like this line's going. So I hop on the ice. And next thing you know, Nathan McKinnon comes over the board. So I'm like, oh no, they must have switched it up on the Avalanche fence. And then I'm like, oh no, like let's just get this in deep and I'm gonna change. Like but it was just like, I don't know. It was so cool playing against those guys. I mean, you all you do is hear about them in the hockey world, and then next thing you know, you're playing against them. It's just over and over again, things like that. That were just so surreal. Just I think that was kind of the first game where I kind of started taking more chances, and I definitely calmed down more with the puck and my puck handling and my decision making, and I thought I felt a lot better and definitely adjusted to the game a lot better. And then from there was able to play against the LA Kings as my last game of the season, and then another like historic game, like Kopitar's last ever regular season game. So then I got to shake his hand after the game and things like that. So that was
act like you're boys with them. And
dude, he gave him the little chest tap. He gave him the little chest tap after.
Oh,
he's like, who is this ginger guy?
Yeah,
giving me taps, and
I was crying when I watched that. Hey, dude, speaking of him being ginger, though, how nasty does his hair match with the Flames jerseys? It looks so sick. Ginger guys look so sick on Calgary.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. So like now, obviously, season's done. Finally, you get to just take a second and just, I don't know, look back on things, reflect a bit, relax a bit. So how does your kind of year-end meeting go with the Flames? And, you know, how are you feeling now after a crazy off-season of training heading into this season?
Yeah. So after my last game, kind of had a chat with the coaches and things like that. And they were obviously like happy with how everything went. Obviously there's growing pains playing in the NHL, especially your first couple. And they said that I adjusted to the speed of the game well and things like that. And yeah, I've been told that, like, I mean, Calgary is a very young team. There's a lot of opportunity. So, so I think, I mean, for this season and everything like that, it's more just whatever happens, whether it's with the Flames or the Wranglers, there's going to be a ton of opportunity. And just kind of just stick to the plan of trying to be consistent every single night and get better day by day. And whether if I do end up with the Wranglers to start the season this year, there's going to be, you know, times where I just need to kind of just be consistent, play well, and kind of earn the coach's trust, and just kind of wait for my opportunity, whether that's a spot opens up with the Flames and you just kind of want to be that next guy that the kind of GMs want to make that move up to the Flames. So yeah, it's kind of exciting for that. So this summer has just been a lot, just kind of just pushing myself to get better and in a lot of the areas of my game, and just kind of excited to kind of go to training camp and rookie camp and just kind of see what happens from there.
Yeah, it's so surreal now, man, that it's just this is your life now. You're a professional hockey player. Yeah. It's just so incredible, man. Like you deserve it more than anybody, dude. Like your career story is unbelievable. Like playing at Mission and Bantam, and like just the way you've worked your way up is incredible. I think we mentioned last time a screenshot I have of like you predicting your entire career path to Doc Row when you were like 13, and he was like, no, you're not. And you did pretty much everything you said. So that's just, it's so crazy to look back on this stuff. Yeah. Joe, I got a few more questions to ask.
I was going to say,
just kind of random things, but go ahead.
I was going to say, when does camp start?
I'm going down to Calgary September 1st. Rookie camp is September 9th. And it's a lot different this year because, I mean, there's no testing or anything like that.
Yeah.
We have the new CBA.
A little different than what you've been used to in Vegas, right?
Yeah. Yeah. And then, I mean, rookie camp's usually like 4 games. I think like Calgary usually goes down to Penticton for theirs. They play like the Canucks and Edmonton and Winnipeg, I think. Right, but this year is only 1 game, and we played the Oilers at the Saddle Dome for rookie camp.
That's cool.
And then from there, I think it's like a 3-day thing. And then after that is just like right into training camp, and training camp's like a week long. And then the NHL season starts. Cause I think it's an 84 game schedule this year. So it's everything's like condensed. Exhibition. Yeah. So, exhibition's like 4 games. And then I believe if you've played over 100 games, you can only play in 2 of them. So it kind of just gives opportunity for younger guys to kind of get experience at that pace of the game. Yeah, so I'm kind of excited for it. It's going to be good. It's going to go by fast, and it's going to be busy, but it's going to be a great time.
Yeah, man. Joe, you got anything else?
I was just going to say, I guess we kind of talked about it on when we were golfing, but what was like the for people that don't know, what was the thing that you sign your contract and you get your first check? Like I always ask like the pro guys that come on, what do you do with like your first, like, okay, how do you feel when you see that amount of money hit your bank account? 1, that's ridiculous. It's probably more money than I've made in my entire life in 1 check. And then 2, how do you spend it?
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely weird. I mean, signing like your contract, and you kind of see like the money that you could be making if you played the whole year in the NHL, and then you kind of get your AHL and stuff like that. And it's like, man, like now I'm playing hockey for money. Like you spend like 18 years playing hockey.
Everything you've invested in, basically.
Yeah. The first purchase that I made was I got a car, so I got my new truck.
Oh yeah.
I didn't have anything. But it's good that through my agency I got accountants and things like that to make sure that I'm not wasting it.
Make sure you can afford it.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I know. But yeah.
Oh, nice. No, classic question, Joe. That's a good one.
That was a classic one. And then Owen, you have anything?
Yeah, I wanted to ask about the off-season training. So I don't know if is this your first year with Kaivo Hockey, or did you do some last year too?
First year with Kaivo.
First year. So I just want to ask, like, this is obviously Kaivo has grown a significant amount the past few years. It seems like every single competitive hockey player in the Lower Mainland goes there. So like, what's it like? I mean, I know I've seen you train with Bedard. I've seen you train, like, I assume Celebrini's been out there at times. Like how crazy is the summer training been? Because that group is just elite.
I know it's been great. Like I've been lucky kind of with my schedule and everything like that. Like on Monday to Friday with Vic, kind of in the mornings, and then Monday, Wednesdays I'm kind of with like Bronson Sharp just in Abbotsford, and then Tuesday, Thursdays I'm out with Kaivo. And then, it's been great. It's my first year with them, but I mean, just the players that come down and skate, like, I mean, you can't get much better than that, being able to practice with those guys. And I mean, you do like 2-on-1s and 3-on-2s, and you got those guys coming down on you. Like there's nothing kind of better to prepare you for training camp. And
probably gets you pretty ready.
Yeah. So it's been cool to be able to skate with those guys and kind of be around them all summer.
Like what are some of those guys like for people who don't know, and like maybe who's like one or two like sneaky beauties that like maybe guys don't really know about that you notice out there that are just like good guys?
Yeah. I'm trying to think, but let me think here. I mean, at the beginning of summer, like Bedard, I skated with like a ton, and like you would think like with how good those guys are and the amount of money that they make, you think that they'd be like arrogant in some way.
Yeah.
But
did his mood increase when he signed his massive deal?
No, like they're all great guys. Like you think of Celebrini, like those guys are very like humble. And you wouldn't think like that they're making like that kind of money. They're all great dudes, and they're just like us. So, which is nice. Like you wouldn't think that, but yeah, it's kind of great to see. And then, I've kind of gotten to know like Ken Johnson this summer too. And like, he's a really good dude, and Jake Christensen and guys like that. So it's been pretty cool to kind of meet those guys and then practice with them. So it's been awesome.
Yeah, I just had to ask about the training. Like it's such a sick group you guys got. So
I just see so many people are like pulling like the live barn footage from the skates to like get clips of Bedsy. I'm just like, dude, come on.
I know, and it's crazy like going out for skates and there's like 50 kids.
Yeah, I was gonna say
those guys' autographs and things like that. It's so cool.
Do they actually sign them or no? I don't even.
Yeah, I think they're pretty good.
Pretty good at doing
that, or whether it's just taking a photo with them. They take time to kind of make them happy, which is good.
Yeah, that's wicked.
Did anyone ever ask you yet or no?
No, I'm not the main guy.
Well, it's tough when that's your competition. Like,
yeah,
well, I was gonna say, what if
give him a year or two?
What if you have one niche Abram Wiebe fan?
Soon.
Yeah, soon. They don't know.
One day.
Yeah, exactly. Well, Joe, you got anything else for Abe before we let him go here?
No, I think just me and Owen will be watching, so good luck.
Yeah,
in everything this year. Yeah, no reason why you shouldn't be in the show this year, in my opinion.
Thank you.
We will. I wish you all the best.
Yeah, thank you, Joe. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no, man. Thanks again. Yeah, no, thanks again for giving us your time, buddy. Like you're the best. You always, always make the time of day for us. And man, just it's been so incredible to watch your career, watch you progress. And like I said earlier, nobody deserves it as much as you do, man. So we'll definitely do something soon before you head down, hopefully before Joe heads down as well. And I'll have to get you a jungle hockey hat to take out there with you.
Oh yeah, I've seen them. They're actually nice.
The cream one was sick.
They're not bad. Yeah, the cream one is sick.
The cream one popped off. Yeah. It sold out within like the first hour.
Yeah, it was crazy.
We should have got more. I think we're gonna get more of them. But
we got more on the way.
Maybe wait and give him a cream. Give him a nice one.
Yeah, well, I'll give him whichever one he wants. I'll send him pictures. I'll send him pictures right now.
Yeah, don't pawn him off the one or like a sample that we have like laying in the back with dust on it.
No, I'm not gonna pawn off a sample, dude.
Okay, good.
But anyways. Okay, Abe. Thanks so much, buddy. Appreciate it.
Thanks, guys,
Good luck this year.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.